Shalom, Wabaraka, Mispaka, peace and blessings, family. So, as you can tell by the title of this video, I will be discussing, did the Most High ever command sacrifice? Because a lot of Israelites are noticing, well, they think they're noticing a contradiction in the Tanakh, a contradiction in the Most High's words, and they are noticing that something just is not right. But with the little reading comprehension and context, it's very easy to tell what's going on. Because some scriptures later on in the Tanakh tell you the Most High never really commanded or required a sacrifice. Whereas when you go into the books of Leviticus and Exodus and Numbers and Deuteronomy and stuff like that, and Genesis as well, the Most High is commanding sacrifice, animal sacrifice. So then it leads the mind to wonder, what is going on? Let's go to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 7 and verse 21. Thus saith Yah of hosts, the Elohim of Yashrael, put your burnt offerings unto your sacrifices and eat flesh. Verse 22. For I spake not unto thy fathers, nor commanded them in the day that I brought them out of the land of Egypt, commanding burnt offerings and sacrifices. So here in the book of Jeremiah, the Most High is saying that he never commanded any burnt offerings and sacrifices during the time he led the children of Israel out of Egypt. However, when we go to the book of Wiraqua or Leviticus, this is just a random example of a sacrificial law in the Torah. Just a random one. Leviticus chapter 3 verse 7. If he offer a lamb for his offering, then shall he offer it unto Yah. Verse 8. He shall lay his hand upon the head of his offering and kill it before the tabernacle of the congregation, and Aaron's sons shall sprinkle the blood thereof round about the altar. So as you can see, the Most High is commanding sacrifice in this scripture. So what's going on here? During the time of Jeremiah, the Israelites must have been doing something that the Most High did not command. But as you can see in the book of Leviticus, the Most High is commanding sacrifice, animal sacrifice, to recompense for the sins of the children of Israel. Earlier, when we were reading in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 7, it clearly stated that the Most High never commanded the children of Israel to make sacrifices while leaving the land of Egypt. However, when we went back to the Torah, it clearly stated that he did make sacrifices while we left the land of Egypt. But we have to understand this. There was something the children of Israel were sacrificing that the Most High never commanded to be sacrificed in the first place. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 32 and verse 35. And they built the high places of Baal, which were in the valley of Hinnom, and caused their sons and daughters to pass through the fire unto Molech. Now the word Molech, pay attention to that, because what does Molech mean? Molech is just a Hebrew/Aramaic word coming from the word Malak. Malak, which means angel. So they're just saying they sacrificed their children unto fallen angels, which I commanded them not. Neither came it into my mind that they should do this abomination to cause Judah to sin. So during the time of Jeremiah, the children of Israel were not just sacrificing sheep and goats and doves, they were also sacrificing their children, which the Most High never, ever, ever commanded. In fact, the Most High said it's a detestable thing. The Most High never commanded it. In fact, when we read in the book of Wiraqua, chapter 18 and verse 21, it says, And thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire unto Molech, neither shalt thou profane the name of thy Elohim. I am Yah. So he clearly states, you shall not sacrifice your children unto these fallen angels. You should not do that. But then in the book of Jeremiah, the Israelites started doing that. And that's why in the book of Jeremiah chapter 7, the Most High is speaking to Jeremiah, telling them that he never commanded this. Ezekiel chapter 23 and verse 38. Moreover, this they have done unto me. They have defiled my sanctuary in the same day and profaned my Sabbaths. Verse 39. For when they slain their children to their idols, then they came that same day unto my sanctuary to profane it. And lo, thus they have done in the midst of mine house. The Most High is furious with the children of Israel because they are sacrificing their children, which is a thing that the Most High never commanded us. But on top of that, they're going into the Most High sanctuary to do it, to do their dirty work that the Most High never said do, to slay their children and to sacrifice them unto Molech, those fallen angel deities that they worship. They have learned the ways of the heathen. And this is what makes the Most High upset. Jeremiah 7 and 22. For I spake not unto your fathers, nor commanded them in the day that I brought them out of the land of Egypt, concerning burnt offerings and sacrifices. The Most High said he never commanded them. For I spake not unto your fathers, nor commanded them, right? Jeremiah 32 and 35. And they built the high places of Baal, which are in the valley of the son of Hinnom, to cause their sons and their daughters to pass through the fire to Molech, which I commanded them not. Which I commanded them not. Which I commanded them not. So you can see that it's not a contradiction once you understand the whole backstory of what was going on in Israel during this time. During the time of Jeremiah and Ezekiel and Isaiah, Israelites were literally killing their children to sacrifice them to their fallen angel deities. And that's what it's really talking about. The book of Yashiyah, chapter 1 and verse 11. To what purpose is the multitude of your sacrifices unto me, saith Hayah? I am full of the burnt offerings of rams and the fat of fed beasts, and I delight not in the blood of bullocks or of lambs or of the goats. So now when Israelites are reading this, they're like, dang, that has to be a contradiction. Really, it's not. It says here that the Most High delights not in the blood of bullocks or of lambs or of the goats. But that never means he never commanded it. The Most High says he delights not in animal sacrifice, but it doesn't say he never commanded it. Why does he not delight in animal sacrifice? The book of Shamuel Echad, or 1 Samuel chapter 15 and 22. And Samuel said, hath Hayah as great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices as in obeying the voice of Hayah? So Samuel's asking, does our Creator really delight more in animal sacrifices than just simply obeying him? Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice, and to hearken than the fat of rams. This will coincide with Isaiah 1 and 11 that we just read, saying the Most High does not delight in the blood of rams, lambs, and bullocks. He wants you to obey way more than he wants you to sacrifice. He said obedience is better than to sacrifice, and to hearken is better than the fat of rams. Verse 23, for rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry. Because thou hast rejected the word of Hayah, he hath also rejected thee from being king.